Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. For the Bears at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Fields on 3rd down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fields now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Oh, good move. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He stiff-arms him and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. He missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Running left, it's Hall. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Ball again on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Fields sliding out of the pocket. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
They created a nice sustained drive off the plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to maneuver. The 20. For touchdown, Cowboys. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields. And this is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On first down, it's Fields. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 are entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Counter play. Here's Chandler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come out empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
That was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now Hall to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Ball again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll give to Hall. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Colin Johnson there, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Some through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now Chandler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ty Chandler, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They run it with Chandler, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Colin Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, 77 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Here's Chandler. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And able to get this to the 31.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, pass. Cut that team. Cut that team.
Back to throw. Get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go now. Trap 50, trap 50.
They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Fourth down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
All eyes on Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Option play. Here's Hall. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 21-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here and